everyone, my name is Kate and welcome back to my channel, Kate's Crates. It seems like it's been an eternity since I've done a vinyl haul, but just because I haven't really been as active because of school doesn't mean I haven't still been going to the record shops and picking up records. I'm going to show you guys, I have so many records to go through, so hang on, it's probably going to be a long video, but I just want to kind of show you guys what I all got. So here, let me show you this big pile, and then let's just jump right on into the records. Alright, so here is this massive pile, and this is the vast majority of the records I've picked up over, I don't even know, like the past 3 or 4 months, maybe more. But yeah, there's a big stack. I have no idea how many there is. There's honestly probably, sadly, some records in there I kind of forgot I got. But I've basically just been piling these up so I could make a big video when I had the time. So here is the stack, and if you guys want to play a game and count how many records there are at the end and comment, that'd be really cool. Let me know how many records are in this stack, and it'll give you guys kind of an interactive game to do while I go through all of these records. Alright, so I've got this first stack of records here, and basically I'm just going in order of the pile, so for the most part it should be from newest to oldest. So my most recent pickup is this Hollis Brown vinyl record right here. I saw this one at the record store. As you can see, there's like a little, I don't know if you can really see it, but there's like a little writing. This one record store I have, Irvington Vinyl and Books, they have it's not really a holy moly wall, but it's more of just like a random wall of stuff you probably don't know. And this one was titled Dylan Inspired Folk Rock. For people who don't mind grit in their coffee, pressed on beautiful purple vinyled marble. I think this was like $8 or something. And it sounded interesting. I like Dylan, I like folk rock. It says it has some grit in it, but it's on this beautiful purple vinyl, which is the main reason I got it, because it sounded like something I'd like, and I've always wanted to buy something from their little random record wall. So yeah, I finally pulled the trigger on this one, and the cover looks pretty cool, so we'll go ahead and check that one out. Moving right along, then we have Elton John's Tumbleweed Collection. Again, I got this one from Irvington Vinyl and Books, and I picked it up for 12 bucks. It's in great shape. Love Elton John, and this is only my second Elton record, so definitely a good one. The next one I really want to get is Madman Across the Water. Really like that one. Then we have this really odd Joan Baez album. At first I was like, oh, maybe this is some foreign pressing, but then I saw this. I looked it up, and this is like Large World, so it's a bootleg. It's in great condition. So I'm really interested to listen to this. I keep joking with one of my friends that like Led Zeppelin or something is going to come on when I play this. But anyways, I thought it was interesting. It's a bootleg. It was really cheap. It was $6 or $9. Sorry, I'm kind of dyslexic. But yeah, so we'll give that one a try. It's a bootleg. Again, it looks like it was in absolutely pristine condition. So it'll be interesting to see the sound quality of that and see if it is indeed Joan Baez. But anyways, moving right along, we have this huge bag here from Goodwill, so let's see what is in here. Oh yeah, I remember picking these up. These were only 99 cents, so this is like a Learn How to Play Jazz with like this huge book, so I decided to pick it up. But yeah, I just picked that one up because I actually looked them up and they're worth more than $1, so I just decided to pick them up. Honestly, I'll probably end up selling them. But I thought they were kind of neat, and they were in really good shape too, and they were all sleeved up from Goodwill, so I thought that was kind of cool. Then I picked up another one from kind of the same series. This is a Miles Davis, basically I guess it kind of teaches you how to play some of his classic songs. I don't know, maybe I'll listen to these just because they sound interesting. But then it comes with that book, so these were kind of cool. They were 99 cents in great shape, so I decided just to pick them up because they seemed kind of better than your typical Goodwill, polka, Christian, weird like children's records, so I decided to pick them up because they looked kind of interesting. Continuing on with this Goodwill haul, I think I picked these ones up on a different day, or maybe at a different Goodwill. But this one looked really interesting. I'd never seen it. It is Vangelis Soul Festivities. I like kind of looked it up on Discogs, and I think it's kind of rare. It's in okay condition. I'd say probably very good. Maybe VG+. It looked okay. I didn't have any major scratches on it. But I think this is on Polydor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's on the Polydor label. It's really weird, but I think it's like just some sort of like ambient music. So I figured I'd just throw this on when I was studying and see what it is. But it looks really interesting on the cover, so I decided just to pick it up. If anyone knows anything about it, feel free to drop a comment, but we'll see what that one's all about. But I figured for 99 cents, like, it's fine for a blind buy. Again, and there's this one. It's a Michael Pinder The Promise. I don't know what the heck this is going to be. The cover looks really weird. Then you look at the back and it looks like, oh, okay, maybe it's going to be kind of lame. I don't know, but it's also a gatefold, so I honestly have no idea what this is going to be. This is going to be some religious thing, or if it's going to be something else. But it was in really good condition. The record is like very good plus, I'd say. And the cover looked kind of cool, so I decided to pick it up for 99 cents. If it's bad, I'll just redonate it or go take it to my local record shop and turn it in. But yeah, there's that. See what that's all about. And then I picked up this one, which honestly is probably bad, but you never know. It's called At Home in the World by Bob Morley, and it looks like it's signed, which is why I picked it up. Who knows if it's a real signature, but it looks legit. I've never heard of this guy, but it looks interesting. It looks like it could be like some country or folk, which is kind of stuff that I like anyway, so I'm like, for 99 cents, it looks like it's signed. May as well give it a try, even if it's bad. I can always, like I said, take it back to Goodwill, take it to my local record shop, try to get credit with it, but anyways, decided to pick it up. I like doing blind buys because you never know what it's going to be. It's always fun to put those on the turntable, and then you're either like really like shocked and like pleasantly surprised or disappointed, but either way, oh, this next one is funny. I picked this up at Walmart when I saw this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. It is Shrek. It is from the first movie. It is the soundtrack, and it is on this really awesome green like marbled vinyl, and like just look at the label. It has Shrek on it. Really funny. I hope they come out with a record for the second movie though, because I think that soundtrack is better. But this one isn't too bad. It has some good songs. I already actually listened to it, that's why it's open, but it was really good. I got this at Walmart, and then I looked it up on Discogs, and it like actually goes for like kind of a lot, so I'm surprised that I just found this one chilling at Walmart. But it's really good. I really enjoy it, and it's kind of a guilty pleasure type album, but I'm gonna say when I spun it, it really took me back to childhood, so that was a fun one. That's the first stack, so I'm going to go grab another stack and we'll keep on going through these records. Alright, this next stack of records came from a trip out in Las Vegas. I was out visiting my mom. She lives out there. I'm from Indy, so whenever I go down there, I always like going to the record stores because there's a lot of cool ones. But yeah, I got a huge stack. This actually isn't all of the ones I got. I have some more in here, but I'm saving some of them for a different video just because they all are kind of related, so I figured I'd just wait and do a separate video for those. But anyways, first off, we actually have something from Walmart. I saw this and I just had to get it. Garth Brooks, I've been noticing at Walmart, has been like releasing a lot of his albums, and they're really, really cheap. So here we have Live at Yankee Stadium. I figured to get this. I think it was only $16. It's a triple LP, and I love live records because it kind of takes you to the place. So I thought this one would be really cool because it has a lot of the big hits on it, and also the Yankees are my favorite baseball team. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I may as well get this one. It's a live record. I don't know of any Garth Brooks. So yeah, I figured to get this one. I was going to get that huge like Garth Brooks box set, but now I don't know. Because honestly, this will probably have a lot of the Garth I need. But who knows, I might pick up some of the other ones from Walmart because I've been seeing them around and they're really cheap. So there's that one. I'm super excited to give it a listen. And then we have this record. My mom like told me before I came out, she's like, I got you a record. And she got all excited. So when I got there, she gave it to me. It is Kansas. And I'm like, I don't know Kansas, blah, 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 blah. It's the album Leftover. She's like, oh, you'll like them, you know them. And then I like the first song is Carry On, Wayward Son. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I do know them. And then I looked up Kansas. I'm like, oh, I actually know a lot of their songs. I guess I just didn't know it was by this band. But she said she got it because she thought I'd like it. And it has a cool cover. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, I flipped it over, and there's this gold stamp right here that says for governmental sale. So I think this was probably sold on a military base, and in Vegas, they do have that Air Force base out there. So my guess is that this was probably sold at an Air Force base, and then my mom just ended up finding it at a flea market. But yeah, she said it was pretty cheap, and I thought it was really cool, and I couldn't find any governmental sales of this album anywhere when I was looking, so I think it might be kind of rare, and it's really cool, and it's actually in really good shape too. It still has to shrink on it and everything. So thanks, Mom, for this one if you're watching. I can't wait to spin it when I get a chance. But continuing on, we have a string of records I bought at Zia Records in Las Vegas. They have a couple locations. First one is Emmylou Harris, Blue Kentucky Girl. This album is in immaculate condition, which is why I picked it up, and I don't have any Emmylou, and I really like her. So when I saw this one, I just had to get it because the album cover looks awesome, and it's just in such good shape, and I only paid $4 for it. So that's the one good thing. I love country music, and a lot of it is pretty cheap. So yeah, I usually just pick it up if I see stuff that I think I'll like. So I really can't wait to listen to this one, and I'm sure I'll really like it. Continuing on, we have another country album. It is actually a Christmas Willie Nelson album, which honestly I probably wouldn't have picked up, except for it's a white label promo, which is really cool. I looked it up on Discogs and it actually goes for a little bit. So my guess is, there's the white label right there. My guess is when they were pricing this record, they didn't realize it was a promo. But yeah, I think it's called Pretty Paper, and I paid $3 for it. It is in immaculate condition. And yeah, it's a white label promo, which I think this might be my only white label promo in my collection. I might have some more that I bought. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. And for $3, I'm like, I'll put it on at Christmas time. So there is that one. And then we have a classic. We have John Denver's Greatest Hits. I didn't have any John Denver, and honestly, this is probably the only John Denver I really need in my collection. I've been looking for this one for a good price and good condition. This one was in absolutely great shape, and it was only $3. So you know what? There we go. I have probably all the John Denver I'll ever really need in my collection, but really happy with the Greatest Hits pick up there. And then this album had like just released when I went down there, so I'm like, oh my gosh, when I saw it I had to get it. And I'll probably actually do a in-depth like kind of review on this album later because I really, really like it. And it is the Marfa tapes. This was a project I think that they did during quarantine. It was Miranda Lambert, Jack Ingram, and John Randall. I love Miranda Lambert, and these two have collaborated with her on some of her songs such as Tin Man. Really good songwriting. This album is great. It is super lo-fi. It is super just, I don't know, it's just like they're like jamming out by a campfire, and it's so good. So raw. I'll definitely do a review on this album, but if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. The Marfa tapes. It is a great album. And I can't wait to listen to it on vinyl because I think it's going to be really, really good. So there's that one. And then we have another pickup. And that one was kind of expensive. It was $30, but it was a new album, so I just had to get it because I had listened to it and I really, really liked it. But then we have Joni Mitchell's Dog Eat Dog. I really like Joni. I know this is kind of a weird album, but I got it because it was in really good shape and it was really cheap. And then also it was some sort of promo right here. It has a stamp. For promotional use, any sale, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, it's some sort of Joni promo, and it was only $3 in great shape. So I'm like, I gotta get it. I don't have this Joni record, so I'll have to give it a listen. It definitely looks like it might be a little off the beaten path, but I'm excited to give it a listen because I really like Joni Mitchell. And then the last biggest pickup from this is actually Fleetwood Mac's Mirage. As you guys know, I love Fleetwood Mac, and I've been looking for a lot of their records, and a lot of you were so kind to send me so many of their records. But this is one I don't usually see. So this is at Moondog Records, which if you guys are in the Vegas area, their prices are a little bit high. I mean, they're not too bad, but they have like anything you'd be looking for, pretty much, in terms of classic rock. Like, the organization of that place is great. And like they have so many just really awesome records. If I had a lot of money, I could buy a ton of stuff there, but I decided just to get this one because it's in great shape and I usually hardly ever see it. So I decided to pick it up, and I'm so excited to listen to it. So looks like I'm out of records for this stack and have to go grab some more. Alright, continuing on, we have another stack here. Yeah, the first few of these ones are actually from a trip I took to Minnesota. Up in northern Minnesota, I got some of these records, and I wasn't really expecting to find records on that trip because literally I went to the middle of nowhere. But this was actually from the Mall of America, so in Minneapolis, that big mall. And I was really excited. We don't really have an Urban Outfitters around here. I guess there is one like kind of up north, but I don't usually get up there. But this is LARKIN, who a few of you have suggested to me, and I listened to some of their stuff. I streamed it, and I really liked it. So when I saw this at Urban Outfitters, it was on sale for $15. So I'm like, I have to pick it up. And it is on this super cool splattered vinyl. So I just had to pick it up. It's out because I've already listened to it. But yeah, super cool record. Can't wait. I was super excited to add this one to my collection. And like I said, it's just so pretty. And it was only $15. So this was a really awesome find at Urban Outfitters. For sure. Then there was in a few of the little towns up there, there were some antique shops and thrift stores. So I decided to look at the records when I was there. I ended up finding this Christmas album by Johnny Cash, 99 cents, in great shape. I'm like, screw it. For 99 cents, can't beat it. And I love Johnny Cash, and I don't have any Johnny Cash, so I was really happy to add this to my collection, even though it is just a Christmas album, but for 99 cents, couldn't really beat that. Then we have this really random record. I love The Great Gatsby. It's one of my favorite books of all time. I really love that book. So I saw this as some sort of soundtrack, music from The Great Gatsby. My guess is it's going to sound very 20s. It's probably going to be instrumental. But I really love the cover. So even if I don't really like the music, just the cover for me was really cool. And for 99 cents, I'm like, I'll just pick it up because it looked really cool. So I decided to pick that one up. At that same antique store, I picked up this Kenny Rogers album, which was in great shape, still in the shrink. Again, 99 cents, and it's also a promo copy. You guys can see up there, stamped, gold stamped promo. I thought it was really cool. I don't really think I know any of the songs on this album, but I like Kenny Rogers, and for 99 cents, it's a promo album, great shape. I couldn't really pass it up, so I decided to pick that one up to add to the collection. And then this one was weird. There was like this shop in the middle of nowhere. It was like a little tiny town. There's a couple little shops on Main Street. And they had this thing of records. I think it was from a record shop, probably like in the general area. But it was just like a little setup in this store. And they had some cool stuff. So I found this Tune in Tokyo Green Day live album. It was from Record Store Day in 2014 on blue vinyl, and it was 20 bucks. I really like Green Day. And honestly, I don't know, I might end up selling this because they go for like 50 bucks. But I thought that was a really good pickup, so either I'll have some awesome Green Day, or I'll just sell it and I can get some more stuff. So decided to pick that one up. I was really happy about that find, and I was really shocked when I saw this, because it was really weird. They had a lot of like just really old like classic stuff, and then there was this. So this was kind of out of place, so I'm like, oh, I'll get it. I felt like it was a sign, and it turned out to be a really good buy. Then from that same little bin, the cover like really got me. This is the Whackers Shredder. Never heard of them. No idea what it's going to be. Yeah, it looks really interesting. It was $9, but it has this really cool promo hype sticker, and it is a white label promo, which I thought was really cool, and it is in like immaculate condition. But it's a really cool label. It's that white Electra label, and it's a white label promo. So I decided to pick it up. It was $9. It looks interesting. Who knows what the music will be? Some of you guys might know. Maybe they're like kind of popular and I just don't know who they are. But I was like, for $9, this is like a kind of a blind buy, but it's also just looked cool. So I'll listen to it. If I don't like it, I'll just get rid of it. But yeah, the Whackers. I thought that one was kind of cool. And then when we were up there, I was up in Minnesota because I was visiting my grandma. And she got me this album. I told her, she was at a flea market, and she's like, oh, who do you really like? Mom, I really like Fleetwood Mac, and I told her like a few other like people I liked that were like more like vintage. So she got me this one, which is a Blues Jam in Chicago. I have a feeling this is probably going to be like pre-Buckingham Nicks Fleetwood Mac. But yeah, it has Fleetwood Mac, Otis Spann, Willie Dixon, Shaky Horton, J.T. Brown, Guitar Buddy, a couple others right there. So I have no idea what this is going to be, but I kind of like blues. So I'll give this a listen. It's from Music on Vinyl, so I know that they press their stuff. Like, I have a couple records from them, and it sounds really, really good. So I'm excited to listen to this one. It'll kind of be interesting. I really don't know what to expect. So there is that one from my grandma. And then we're moving on to just some random pickups. I was at Barnes & Noble, and I saw this Melissa Etheridge album. It is Memphis Rock and Soul, which is just a whole bunch of covers. Here's the list if you guys want to see. Hopefully you can read it. But I haven't listened to it yet. Got it at Barnes & Noble. It was 50% off, so it ended up being like $10, $10 or $11. So I decided to get it, and it's on red vinyl. I really like Melissa Etheridge. This is some of a newer, kind of a newer album, but it's just a bunch of covers, so I decided to pick it up for $10. I felt like I really couldn't pass that one up at Barnes & Noble. And then, from the same Barnes & Noble trip, I got this Lori McKenna album, The Balladeer, and it is signed right here in gold Sharpie. I really like this album. I've listened to it when it came out a few times. My dad also really likes this album too. So I decided to pick it up. It's a really good storytelling, really good album. So I decided to pick it up on vinyl because it is signed, and it says it is limited to 450 copies. So it's kind of limited, and also just it's a really good album, so I had to pick it up. Moving on, the last album in this stack I got at Target because it was on clearance, and it was $10.49. And it is the Chicks. They go by the Chicks now. It is their album Gaslighter, which I really like this album. It was really good when I saw it at Target and it was so on sale for $10. I just had to get it, and it is on a really cool neon magenta vinyl. So I had to pick it up. It was 10 bucks. And I was super excited when I saw that one in the clearance area at Target. So I'm out of records in this pile. Looks like I should go grab another stack. Alright, the vinyl just keeps on coming. We have another stack of records. This is crazy. I kind of forgot how many records I had, and most of these I have not had a chance to listen to yet, so my backlog is going to be huge, and I really need to get to spinning. But this next purchase looks like it was from FYE. Looks like there's a couple records in here. Here's a receipt. Let's see when I got these. I got these April 23rd, so it has been a hot minute since I've had these. So let's see what there is. I think I remember. Yep, so you have Lady Gaga's The Fame. I really, really like Lady Gaga. I got into her. Obviously, I listened to her growing up. She was super popular. Like on this album, it has the hits like Just Dance, Poker Face, Paparazzi, Love Game. Like the whole first side of this, I feel like it's just hits. But yeah. Grew up with Lady Gaga and actually really got into her in the Joanne era. I really like that album, but I just had to pick this one up for nostalgia. I think it was $20. So I'm like, I have to get it. I don't usually see this one out, so I just had to pick it up. It was Lady Gaga's The Fame. So super excited to spin that one when I'm feeling nostalgic. And then this next one I was super excited to get. It is it's a really good album. I absolutely love every single song on it. And that is Eric Church's Desperate Man. Eric Church is one of my favorite people in country music right now. This album, every single song is so good. A few of my favorites are Hanging Around, Heart Like a Wheel, Higher Wire. I don't know why, that's just like a mental breakdown song in my opinion. It's really good. The song Jukebox in a Bar and Drowning Man. Honestly, this whole album, so good. Hippie Radio is really cute. Monsters is really cute. This whole album is just so good. And I just had to get it because I love literally every track on it. And I've listened to it quite a bit since it's come out. So Eric Church's Desperate Man, highly recommend it. Eric Church has a really unique sound. It's country, but it's really unique. So I'd highly recommend checking him out. Sorry about that, I got a phone call, but let's just keep trucking on. This next record is from a little shop in the Fashion Mall up north in Indy. It's like little, I don't remember what it's called, but they have a whole bunch of, let's see if it actually says on here. No it doesn't, but they have records, they have cassettes, then they have like it's like a vintage store. There's vintage clothes, there's like vintage concert t-shirts. It's a really cool little store. I ended up getting this Tanya Tucker album right here at Lovin' and Learning. And it was only $4. It's in great condition. I love Tanya Tucker, and I usually pick up her records whenever I see them if they're like pretty cheap and they're in good condition, just because I really like Tanya Tucker. So I decided to pick that one up. Just can't wait to listen to that. This next bag here is from, I have no idea what's in it, I kind of forgot, but I noticed this is Analog Vault, which is in Cedar Rapids, which is where I am from, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So I know I went back home, it would have been in like May, I believe. I think it was in May, maybe it was April, no actually I think it was March, so it's been a really long time. So I don't really remember exactly what's in here, but I'm sure my memory will be jogged. Oh yes, okay, I remember. So I got some Simon & Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I saw this album and I was like, oh, I've been looking for this one for a while. I looked at the price, it was 15 bucks. I'm like, okay, that's not too terrible. I could probably find it for cheaper, but it was in really good shape. And then I turned it over and I realized it was a promo copy. So it is a promo copy. You got the gold stamp promo right there, which I thought was really awesome. So I'm like, okay, that kind of sealed the deal. I decided to buy it. And then right next to it, like right behind it, I saw this Simon & Garfunkel album, Bookends. So I'm like, okay, like I like Simon & Garfunkel. It was $13. I'm like, maybe a little steep. But then I turned it over, and this one was also a promo copy. So I decided to pick both of them up because they were gold stamp promos. I thought they were kind of cool. They were both in really good condition. And I figured they probably came from the same collection, so I decided I'd just keep them together. And I bought this one too. So I have a little bit of Simon & Garfunkel to listen to now. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, you guys know I love harmonies. I love the Indigo Girls, so I really like Simon & Garfunkel. So I decided to pick those up. Oh, yes, okay, I remember these two. These were actually from a different shop. So there's Analog Vault, and then like right down the street there's this other record shop. I don't remember the name of it, but I got these two from there. Let's see if it says. No, it doesn't. But I got Melissa Etheridge's self-titled album. This album is super awesome. I have Brave and Crazy. So now I have this one. I really like her first two records. They're really, really good. And my favorite ones on here, I think the first Melissa Etheridge song I heard was Somebody Bring Me Some Water. It's a really good one. It's a really rockin' album. It's really good. So when I saw this, I got it. I think I paid maybe $20 for it, but it was in really good condition. So I decided to pick it up. So I was really happy with that pickup. And then we got another awesome, speaking of harmonies with Simon and Garfunkel, we have The Roaches, which I actually, I found out about them through the Indigo Girls because, like, Emily really liked them. I think Amy did too. Obviously, like, 3-part harmony is super awesome. But the song, my favorite song on here is Hammond's song. It is so good. So I just had to get it. So I picked it up. I think I paid like $8 for it. And it was in absolutely like immaculate condition. So I just had to get it, and I was super excited when I saw this one for a really good price. So I picked that one up, The Roaches. I can't wait to listen to this whole album. I bet it's going to be really good. Love harmonies, so that will be really, really good. So yeah, it looks like I have one more stack over there, and then we will have made it. If you guys are still watching right now, thank you so much. But yeah, let's go get that last stack of records. Alright, I've got the last stack of records here, and they're both really thick stacks. So, I honestly, these are the old ones I bought the longest amount of time ago, so I am really excited to see what is in here, because I honestly forgot. So yeah, let's get into them. Okay, these ones came, this bag, it looks like came from here in Indy. Beech Grove is really close to Indianapolis, which is kind of around where I live. And there is a whole bunch of antique stores, and there's this place called the Thrift Shop, which has a lot of vinyl records. So some of these came from antique stores, and some of them came from that like thrift shop. So let's just see what we got here. Up first, we have Bonnie Raitt's Home Plate, and I'm pretty sure all these records were like really cheap. So probably like between like $1 and $3, because they were like in an antique store. We have this Bonnie Raitt album here. Yeah. I love Bonnie Raitt. I saw this one, Home Plate, it looked fun, and it was probably like $2 or $3, so I decided to pick it up. It's in pretty good shape. Cover's a little beat up, but I know the record was in great shape, so I picked it up. Moving right along, we have this one I know came from one of those antique shops. We have Graham Nash and David Crosby here. A little bit of worn wear here, but other than that, it was in pretty good shape. Very cool record. So I was happy to pick that one up, and again, I think it was pretty cheap, maybe $4. But yeah, getting another phone call. I'll be right back. Sorry for that cut. I got another phone call, but we have a few more records to go through. Next, we have Christine McVie, obviously from Fleetwood Mac. I saw her solo record out at a not a flea market, but a antique store, so I decided to pick it up. I don't think it was too expensive, maybe like $4. So like the cover is a little beat up, but the record was in good shape, so I picked it up. Then we have this record here, Janice Ian. Chris Propfee actually recommended this to me, and this was at that thrift shop. And I think it was in like the bargain section. It was either $1 or $2. So I decided to pick it up and give it a chance. So hopefully that one will be good. I'm pretty sure she's like folk, so that one should be good. Then we have The Pretenders, self-titled. This was like really cheap, and it was in really good condition. I think it was maybe like $6, so I decided to pick it up. So yeah, we'll give that one a shot. Yeah. Up next we have a country album. This is Outlaw Country. Ignore these because this was not the prices I paid. He gave me like a really good deal because it was my first time in there, so he he told me just to pick out whatever I liked, and he gave me a good deal. But yeah, this is an Outlaw Country album. And it just has a lot of stuff. It has these guys here. So yeah, I'm excited to give that one a listen because I love me some country music. And then we have this one. It is Bon Iver, Forever Go. Very popular album. Yeah, it's a good one. I've been looking for it for a while, and I finally found it used. It's in really good condition, so I decided to pick it up. Again, that one was at that thrift shop as well. And then we have a couple records, I believe. Yeah, these two were from Irvington Vinyl and Books, and I got these like quite a while ago. I think it was around Easter time. So we have another Roaches album. This is Keep On Going. I don't really know if I have heard any of these songs. There's probably a couple I've heard on here. I know the other one, the self-titled one, better, but I decided to get this one because it was really cheap. It was $4.99 and in great condition, so I decided to pick it up at Irvington Vinyl and Books, which is the record shop I tend to go to the most because it's closest to me. They have a cat. It's just a lot of fun. But the last record in this bag was a complete blind buy right here. Yeah, it is Donovan Quinn and the 13th Month. Your Wicked Man, I think is what it's called. But the cover looks really cool. It's in the country and folk section. And they have a little like tag here that says New Folk. And it was only $5.99, so I figured I'd pick it up and give it a try because it looked interesting. And it's in good shape, so I decided to pick that one up. And we are in to the last bag. I have honestly no clue what's in here. It feels like there might be like 2 or 3 records, but I have no idea what this is. I totally forgot. So this will be a mystery. Oh, okay, I remember. There's 3 records here, and I got these in Bloomington. Yeah, at a record shop. I don't remember the name of it, but up first we have another Eric Church album. It is Chief. This is a very, I know it's one of his big records. It's a 3rd pressing on blue vinyl. I mean, this has so many good songs on it. Creepin', Drink in My Hand, those were 2 big hits. I really like the song Springsteen. It's one of my favorite country songs, and that's on here. But this whole album, really good, so I just decided to get it. Yeah, I love Eric Church, like I said. One of my favorite modern country singers, so I had to pick that one up. Then we have this guy right here, which is Chris, Willie, Dolly, and Brenda. I just picked it up because it was in the country section. It was $6. I've never seen it out, and I look in all the country bins all the time. And it was in like immaculate condition. It was in really good shape. It's a really cool gatefold. And I got it because it looked super cool. So I picked it up for $6. Can't wait to spin that one. I've had this one for a while and honestly kind of totally forgot I had it. So that one will be fun. And then last but not least, we have this Loretta Lynn album right here, which is We've Come a Long Way, Baby. It was only $4. I love Loretta. I always look for her stuff out, but I don't really see it that much, at least in the record shops I usually go to. And if it is, it's like way more than I want to spend. But I saw this one for $4, so I decided to pick it up. But yeah, I love Loretta Lynn, and I think this is my first Loretta album. I think. It might have something else, but I don't really know. So I picked that one up. But I think that's it. That was a lot of records. If any of you counted throughout that video and want to leave the number, feel free. I'd be really interested to know how many records that was. It's crazy. I have a ton of new music to listen to. You guys will have to let me know which album you'd like to listen, like which albums of what I picked up that you liked or what interested you. And yeah, let me know what you think about my pickups. It's definitely a lot. But yeah, I'm excited to listen to them. And I kind of want to do a video maybe like once a month kind of saying like what I've listened to that month, and especially if it's stuff I've never heard, just kind of let you guys know what it is. But I think that is it for today. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. It was a lot of records. Make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And until next time, guys, peace out.